Testing, testing, one, two, three. Okay, great. We are live right now. So before I do anything, I'm just gonna just. I took an entry just before I started live streaming, so I'm just gonna point that out right over here. I took this entry based on the 1 hour time frame, just as we were breaking below this previous candle low right over here. My stops above the previous candle high, and I'm really gonna be targeting this wick fill over here. So I'm just gonna leave this as that, and now we're gonna break down our charts. So let's see what's happening. Um. So yeah, welcome to PNG Pacific FX live streaming. This is pre-London session. So today is Monday. What is it now? Monday. Um. So we really don't have any high impact news coming out on USD later on tonight during NY session. We have London just opening just now, so I think it's gonna be a pretty good session. Yeah, just checking for X Factory if you have any high impact news coming out tonight. So now we're gonna hop straight up to um, our daily time frame. Looking at the daily time frame, we have created a support level. We haven't really broken below 1738. Really still hovering above this level over here. Our previous support level of our most recent support level formed on the daily time frame was at around 1738.50. So I think the support level is still pretty much holding on the daily time frame. We've actually tapped into this support level again on the daily time frame, and look like it pretty much looks like we're rejecting the support level. Looking at the okay, now we're gonna hop onto a forward time frame. Um, looking at the forward time frame, let's see our previous forward candle formed was bullish. We've created some sort of support level area at around 1741,660 right over here. Um, our current forward candle is extremely bearish at the moment, but we also seem to be rejecting at this point, pushing up a little bit. Um, this previous one, two, three, actually, the previous one, two, three, four, five, six forward candle really tried pushing above 1742,500, but never really broke above this level. So this is a pretty strong level at 1742,500 right over here. So it's gonna. I mean, if you've been rejecting for the past five forward candles, then there's a high chance we could potentially start pushing down at this point. We don't have any confirmations yet. Actually, because we have been rejecting this area. Let's see. Let me bring this to the side here. Okay, because we've been really rejecting this area, I'm highly anticipating this forward candles to start driving down now at this point. Potentially, we're testing this support level at around 1737. What's this price level? 1737,500 again, which is the daily time frame support level, and potentially breaking through it. Potentially coming down all the way to fill all these wicks to the side over here. But we'll see how it plays out. I actually took an entry before the start of the streams. Pretty much an impulse entry, but it was pretty logical. I quickly glanced through all my time frames before taking this entry. So this entry was taken on the 1 hour time frame. Really anticipating volume to push this push price a little bit lower now. So we're not going to be looking at the 30-minute time frame for now. I'm just going to be sticking to the 1 hour time frame. So we are currently in a drawdown, but hopefully we can make a new low at this point. Based on structure on the 1 hour time frame, we can see that we've made a like some sort of a lower high forming here, and then we also had a series of lower lows forming here. So hopefully we can start making a new low over here, potentially continuing this minor downtrend. And we have the daily time frame. We have the daily candle also pushing bearish. So hopefully we can continue throughout London session all through to NY. But let's see how this goes. This trade was taking anticipating volume to push down. So yeah, we'll see how that plays out. Um, I'm gonna be securing positions along the way, but I think if we continue this bearish momentum, the next price level that we may potentially come down to, if we continue this bearish momentum, is down at 1736.5. Yeah, 1736.50 right over here. So the entry was taken at 1739.82. So 82 right here. Yeah, we're gonna be securing positions at around 10, 11, 12 pips. So we'll see how that plays out. So if you have if anyone just hopped in on streams right now, it's not too late to take a position right now. You could potentially take a position right now and have the stops above the current candle high. So, and really anticipating this one hour candle to potentially drive low at this point. So we are currently trading below this support level at this previous support level here. Let's see what price this is at. Just a little bit above 1740, 1740, 150. Yeah. So ideally, we would like this one hour candle to close bearish. Ideally, really breaking this support level. This support level was formed during the second forward candle of the daily time frame. So hopefully, we can see some push down now. Just gonna move this to the other side. Yes. Okay. Sucks being in a drawdown. We also have yeah, well, it sucks. Really sucks that I'm in a drawdown right now. Really anticipating volume to really push down at this point. Uh, I think ideally, if uh, if this candle closes back above this support level right here at 1740, this is not a range I'd like to be in a trade in. I'm gonna be really comfortable being in a trade in this range. So if this current 1 hour candle closes back above this range, then I'm gonna really tighten up my stops above the current 1 hour candle high wherever that closes. So that's gonna be my rule. Currently in a drawdown at the moment. Pretty uncomfortable to be honest, but it's just gonna let this trade play out, and yeah, not gonna have any FOMO or anything. It's gonna really gonna let this trade play out. 39, 42, 82, yeah. If we break our own candle high, that's gonna be a problem. We'd start pushing bullish at that point. Let's see what the daily lead, man, daily candle, the 30-minute candle. Still have 26 minutes until this 1 hour candle closes. So hopefully it can start pushing bearish towards the end of the hour. Right now it's back in this range and I'm very uncomfortable at that point, but we're just gonna stick to our analysis. Um, if you're gonna continue this bearish trend, then uh, just like how this previous 1 hour candle respected the highs of the candle before that, hopefully this candle can respect uh, the highs of this previous candle and start driving down to this potentially this resistance support level area over here. So hopefully that could be the case. Because we had something like that happening during Asian session, right? See, we had the first candle bearish, candle bearish, really pushing below this support level over here, and then the third candle broke through the support level right over there. So hopefully we can replicate that scenario during our session today. I mean, right now in the next couple of minutes. We're just gonna be patient and see how this trade plays out. we could potentially get stopped up, but it is what it is. That's fine. You know what? Actually, over here when I come to 10 pips, I am gonna reduce my stops at that point, and then I'm gonna secure positions once we fill this kettle wick right over here. So we'll see how that plays out. That's if the trade goes in our way. For risk management plan, if the trade doesn't go in our way, we have this 1 hour candle closing in the next couple of minutes. So if it closes back above the range over here, I want to close half my positions at that point. Mehedi, Mehedi, bro. Yeah, I think my internet is slow also. Really need to upgrade my internet. I'm currently using my uh, my cellular data using my mobile hotspot. So yeah, I'm currently using my mobile hotspot. So pretty much. Yeah, my internet's been shit. been in this Jordan for almost 30 minutes now. Shit. We have 20 minutes until London Open, and we are starting to push bullish. It looks like the support level of 1741.50 is really holding at this point. So we have 20 minutes to see if we are gonna break through the support level or not. But we'll see. We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. Yeah, my internet is shit at the moment. Really anticipating volume to push down, but this one of candle hasn't really. If it's just popping bullish, then this is definitely a fake out on the 1 hour time frame. Right, yeah. I'm pretty sure a lot of people got in onion and sales over here. That's why it's struggling to um it's struggling to take the sellers out. Actually, I really think I kind of rushed into this trade a little bit. So uh, this trade was taken very quickly as I hopped into the streams. Um, it's pretty much an impulse entry. Ideally, I'd like a kind of close below this level over here, but I was really anticipating volume to push through the pre London volume. We'll see how it goes. back in the day, when I'm in drawdown like this, I will, be in panic mode. I try to add on to positions when I'm in drawdown over here, anticipating like it to push into my direction and then recover the losses very quickly. So that's a very dangerous headspace to be in. Right now, I have a predetermined amount of money that I'm willing to lose. So if anything happens, it is what it is. There's one I cannot close in the next 30 minutes, so we'll really see how it plays out. We're really trading about 1740 15 at this point. I'm very, very uncomfortable at this point. Looks like 1740 is a pretty strong psychological level. Hopefully, we can push below at this point. Actually, 1740 20. So we'll see how this candle closes. We have a couple of people popping into the chats right now. Welcome to the streamers, fam. I know my internet is shit at the moment, but thank you for tuning in and thank you for bearing with me. Hopefully, we can upgrade our internet once we get a new place. So this is only a temporary setup, so I'm just dealing. I just have to deal with my mobile hotspot for now. So, looks like it's pushing bullish at the moment. If you break a one high, then I'm really gonna be looking to close half of my positions at that point. Or no, actually, I'm gonna stick to my analysis and oh, there we go. Finally pushing bearish or not. We have price really bouncing back and forth now, so hopefully we start getting some bearish momentum coming in. We have clean traffic below just a little bit of 30 pips. So hopefully we can catch a few of these pips on this trade. We've been in a drawdown for over 30 minutes now. Uh, so we have 10 more minutes until this hour closes. So you know if we can continue this bearish momentum, it would be very, very ideal. We've already broken below the previous 1 hour candle, so hopefully we can uh, have that momentum rolling in. My internet is really shit. Keeps dropping. Sorry guys for how my internet's lagging. It's really hate it when my internet lags like this. So I have a couple of people hopping into the chat right now. Thank you guys for dropping in. We've been in a drawdown for over 30 minutes now. So close to 40 minutes, I think. But we haven't done anything to manage our risk yet. We're still having faith that this 1 hour candle, this candle doesn't, price doesn't break the previous 1 hour candle high. Hopefully, we can continue this bearish momentum. So slowly inching our way back to where our entry is. I think if we break our own lows, then I could potentially tighten up my stops a little bit. But uh, at the moment, we are just being very, very patient with this trade and giving it room to move. Uh, Price is really struggling to break below 1740.20. So hopefully with the volume coming in on for London Open, we can certainly push in our direction. Really, we can see that we have clean traffic to the left, so really want price to mirror this move coming down. Thank you about the Ronald for tuning into the streams. Welcome, 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 welcome. We are about to take an L on the first trade of the week. I upped my lot size a bit, and now if I take a loss, it's gonna be a pretty big loss, and that's gonna really mess with my head. But I am gonna stick to it. Great, this is it. I'm gonna tighten my stops a little bit now. I'm gonna move my stops, tighten my stops a little bit to 70.42. Just the 70.42 area. Pushing down at the moment. I'm gonna be securing profits at like 10, 11, 12 pips. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see if we can continue this momentum. Sorry guys for how bad my internet is. I help it. I'm using my mobile hotspot at the moment. When I get settled in into my into the new place, then I'm gonna make it a priority to potentially get a new internet service provider for myself. Because with these streams now, really can't afford lagging at this point. There we go, pushing very nicely right now. I'm really tempted on moving my stops to the previous to the current candle high, but with how Open operates based on experience, price could potentially wake up potentially take some sellers out and then potentially come back. So I'm just gonna leave my stops where it is, just a little bit above 1742. Actually, it's 1742. I'm trying to see if there's potential to scale in on this position. Potentially, we wait for the candle for this candle to close. We're back into drawdown right now. The reason why I moved my stop loss from the previous candle high to this 1742 is because I'm really expecting price to come out of this support level area and trade below it. So if price turns green, comes back above, then I would be really uncomfortable in this trade. So I wouldn't want to be in this trade if it reaches 1742. That's why my stop loss is at that level. But we are pushing nicely. Hopefully we can push. Uh, okay, because of the fact that we've closed below this resistance area, we might have a liquidity wave coming up. So I'm just gonna move my stops back above the previous candle high for now, and see if there's a liquidity. If there's gonna be a liquidity wave coming up, potentially taking out sellers over here. So this is based on how I've seen London gold move during London session. So um, there we go. We have less than a minute until this our candle closes. So there we go. We are like 2-3 pips in profits. Pushing nicely. We have the new our candle opening in the next few minutes. There we go. There we go. I think there's really potential for me to scale in at this point. So based on the, I'm gonna wait for. Actually, I'm not gonna scale it. But if I was in any positions already, I would definitely take an entry right over here as we're breaking below the previous candle low right now. That's if I wasn't in a trade already. So uh, I'm already in a trade, so I'm not gonna be scaling in on it or adding any positions at this point. I'm really gonna let this trade run. So I think I'm gonna be securing positions at around 1739.80. There we go. Push it back up. We're definitely gonna be breaking the previous 1 hour candle high. That's for sure. And then we're gonna pop back down and start pushing bearish. But if we start breaking our own kind of lows at this point, you know, cheers, brother Ronald. Let us know if when you're on your charts what pairs you're looking at. Hopefully, we can uh, learn a thing or two. Happy session to you too, bro. Uh, Thank you for hopping in. Nice work, Ronald. Ronald said he had a 1.2% gap trade at the market open on oil. If I don't say anything, I'll be happy to call it a day. Nice work, brother. Uh, Actually, let me start an Asian session this morning because I had to leave a couple of family members at the airport. So, pretty bummed out that I didn't get to trade Asian session. And I came in pretty late during London session, but hopefully we can uh, have a green day over here. There we go. There we go, ladies and gentlemen. Just secure my positions at that point at around 11 pips. My stops are now at break even. So, yeah. So, I'm really going to see if price can come down to the support level over here, and then I'm going to secure some more positions at this point. But we might get stopped out at break even at this point right now. Oh, let's go take it on a break even, guys. There we go. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, I am pretty much done for the day. Thank you for tuning in. I secured my positions, stick to my rules, secure my positions at 10, 11 pips. Let's see, where did I secure these positions? Actually, 12 pips. So I secured 12 pips off this traded, and yeah, really gonna call it a day at this point. Uh, let's just update our trade updates. So we have secured. There we go, guys. Um, I've secured my positions. Pretty much done for the day. I'm just gonna let this run. Uh, Hopefully, we can get if price comes up above 1744 right over here, I'm gonna look at taking buys. But this would be our no trade range. I'm not too comfortable taking a trade in this range right over here. So it's gonna label it a no trade range. Oh, that was that was insane. I was in a drawdown on this candle over here for the first 40 minutes, over 40 minutes. I was in a drawdown for over 40 minutes, and then in the last couple of minutes of pre before London Open, we secure positions, got green for the day, and got tagged out at break even. So it's always good to be in profits for the day. So yeah, pretty much done right now. I'm just gonna be chilling at this point. Uh, I have a couple of new people in hopping in on the streams at this point. Thank you everyone for hopping into the stream. Welcome to my streams. My apologies for the lag or delay. I have a little bit of an internet issue right now, but yeah, as you can see on the bottom left hand side of the screen, I have my trade updates. I've taken a first trade already. Let me just change this first. Okay, looking at the 30-minute time frame. The price is really starting to push bearish at this point. So this 30-minute cannot close in the next 3 minutes. Let's see if it closes above this support level area at 1739, 37, 35, 37, 30. So if we close below this area, we can have the next 30-minute candle really pop down at that point. So let's see how much, how many. This is the 20 pip range down to the next upper level area over here. So we're starting to push down now. Looking at the 1 hour time frame. Yeah, we're really starting to push at this point. I have a really pushing bearish now. We've already filled this wick on the 1 hour time frame. Now we just have to see if we can potentially follow this clean traffic down to this support level area right over here, which is at 736.50. My internet is pretty shit at the moment. Really need an upgrade. There we go. Starting to push bearish now. For those of you who just tune into the streams, welcome to the streams. Welcome, 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 welcome. So I've taken an entry. I've taken a sell entry earlier. Uh, I've entered on the break of this previous 1 hour candle right over here. Entered on this candle. So I managed to secure 10 pips, 10, 11 pips, and then I got taken out at break even with this current candle wick. Come and took me out at break even right over here. And now we are continuing bearish at this point. We're definitely going to be reacting off this level at 736.50 right over here. This is a pretty strong level. Also, last time we were here. The last time we were at 1736.500 was last week Friday. Leading up to NY Open, and then we started pushing off as we were approaching NYSE Open. So, um, yeah, Looking at the 4 hour time frame, there's a support level just below 738. 738, somewhere over here. So we have tapped into this area. Now pushing bullish off it. So I don't think there's much to do now. We've already secured our positions. Yeah. Looking at the daily time frame, we're starting to push back below the support level area at 1738.40. Um, Pushing past it, so we could potentially start driving further bearish now. But at this point, we have I don't see any confirmations for a second trade at this point. I think I really think this bearish trend is going to continue. Right? We just have to look for bearish confirmations and taking entries, going bearish. The thing about trading London session is it's towards the end of the day on my time zone. It's 5:30 in the evening now, so really had a long day. That's why it's pretty obvious. You can see they're pretty worn out. I think that's why I'm always looking forward to trading Asian session. I was pretty bummed out that I didn't get to trade Asian this morning. I don't really, I'm not really keen on trading London. At times because that's towards the end of the day, and by then I've done a lot of things throughout the day, and by the time we come in towards the end of London session, my body is like pretty worn out at that point. So I think we're gonna be on the streams for the next 25 minutes, and then we're gonna call it a day at that point. There's a couple more people hopping into the streams right now. Thank you very much for tuning in, everybody. Um, we've taken a winning trade early on, secure positions, we're green for the day, and we're not looking to take any entries right now. I think look based on the forward time frame, we're still in a range. That's why um, there's really nothing much to do at this point. I think potential sales are going to be below 1736.50, but I don't think we're going to get confirmations until later on during NY session. NY session, or maybe pre NY, or potentially heading into NYSE Open. Right now, we're still in a range on the forward time frame, trading above two major support levels on the forward time frame. So we can really have we can have price rejecting at this point. So we have a zone here which price may react off, and then we have another zone here which price may react off. But if we can break below this support level at 1736,500, then there's a high chance we could potentially fill this candle wick here. Very, very messy on the 30-minute time frame. Very messy. This is just trash. Honestly. Yeah, get ready to see an update on my Instagram story. No, this is trash. Very trashy on the 30-minute time frame. I'm gonna clock out at 6 p.m. my time. Yeah, we're definitely coming down to this support level over here, but we're gonna potentially push through. We're gonna tap into the support level and then have some sort of retracement at that point. This right here wasn't a bad entry if you had if you yeah, this is not a bad entry if you had your stops above the previous candle high. Not bad at all. There we go. Pushing very nicely bearish. See, I had a feeling this minor bearish trend was gonna continue throughout uh, London Open. Sort of higher highs, sorry, lower highs and lower lows. So we're definitely creating a new lower low here. So I think for potential entries later on that we really expect price to potentially push up and then create some sort of create another lower high over here for us to potentially push bearish. Something like this. Yeah. Gonna enter right off the break of this candle right over here. But at this point, we could start potentially pushing now. We have a lot of volume coming in during London session, so yeah, there's nothing much we can do at this point. Just gotta sit back and relax. This entry right over here is a perfect entry. If you had entered over here, your initial stop loss could be here, and then you could manage it up towards the high of this previous 30-minute candle over here. Really anticipate taking this, you know, clean traffic coming onto the left. So our analysis played out in our favor. It's just that our runner got stopped out at break even just before falling a little bit further. So this could have been in our TP2 right now, but it is what it is. We don't have any FOMO. Really stick to our plan over here of securing profits at around 10, 11 pips. And now we have price really coming down now to potentially second target. So this is where I could have potentially secured if my positions were still running. And this right over here at 1733.60, that's our full target. Let's check out some YouTube videos. Let's see how many people are live right now. We have a couple of people live right now. FD Banks. Intelligent Trader. Let's see what this guy is doing right now. This guy is in a drawdown. My life. This guy's in a drawdown right now. Why did he enter this trade? I want to see how this guy got into this trade. Wow, closer below range. See where this guy entered now. Anyways, guys, thank you for the session. We are pretty much done for the day. I'm not gonna be looking at any trades. I'm not gonna be trading any session tonight. I had a pretty good trade during for I had a pretty good trade for pre London Open, leading into London Open. Had volume push price down to a TP level. Uh, yeah, I'm definitely trading Asia session tomorrow. I like to be on the charts when I'm fresh. Pretty worn out right now, so I'm definitely looking forward to trading Asia session tomorrow. I'm pretty much gonna call it a day at this point. Have an early night tonight. For those people looking to trade NY session, I think you're gonna have a very good price action session. We don't have any high impact news that will come out and affect the price action at this point. So yeah. So, cheers, guys. Another green day.